Moreh. Welcome back to InGenius Mind podcast by ADYPU University. I am Samar, and today's podcast we are diving deep into the Indian-Myanmar-Thailand Trilateral Highway. We'll discuss the project's current status, the challenges it faces currently, and the career opportunities in infrastructure engineering projects around India and the globe. So, to help us unpack all this information, we have our guest today, Mr. Arjun Vasatkar. He's an experienced infrastructure engineer. He's a program leader in infrastructure engineering MTech at ADYPU as well. Before we go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so that you can get notifications of all our videos. So, okay, welcome, Arjun sir. How are you doing today?
I'm fine, sir. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine. I'm very happy to meet you on this podcast today. So, before we go ahead, can you tell us something about yourself and your involvement in infrastructure engineering and with Ajinkya DY Patil University? A little brief about you for our viewers.
First of all, thank you for having me here, Samar. It's pleasure to be here.
Thank you.
Myself, Dr. Arjun Vasatkar. I have around 14 years of experience in academics and industry, in which my academic career I worked as associate professor, head of the department, postgraduate course coordinator in the different institutions affiliated to Pune University, Mumbai University, and other international universities as well. In my journey as in academics and in industry, I have around 30 plus research paper published in reputed national and international journals. And I have also worked as a postgraduate course coordinator, and I was involved in guiding around 40 students, PG students in their project work, in their academics as well as in their industry works. Uh, Here I am working
Right.
as an institute postgraduate course coordinator in infrastructure engineering, and we are fortunate enough to have this course because it is very limited course in the industry, and we'll get some benefits from this course as well. Thank you very much, sir.
Awesome. So it is great to have you here today, sir. And actually, we got you today to discuss a very interesting topic. It's about Indian-Myanmar-Thailand Trilateral Highway. It's a mega engineering project and one of very a discussing project with around in engineering students, and also in the news. It has been for a very long time. So could you start giving us an overview of what this Indian Myanmar Thailand trilateral highway is about?
Actually, the India-Myanmar-Thailand Trilateral Highway project is a significant engineering endeavor aimed at enhancing regional connectivity and economic
Right,
integration. Spanning approximately 1360 kilometers, this highway is designed to link Moreh in Manipur, India, to Mae Sot in
right,
Thailand, passing through key regions in Myanmar such as Tamil, Kaigan, and Kaleo. Okay. The highway is expected to significantly boost trade and tourism among the three countries, facilitate smoother transit of goods, and open up economic opportunities for the regions it connects. And once it is completed, it will also enhance India's Act East policy by improving
okay,
access to Asian market as well. The IMT
right,
highway is crucial for linking Moreh in India's Manipur state to Mae Sot in Thailand via Mandalay in Myanmar. India is responsible for constructing about 200 kilometers of this highway and upgrading
right,
69 bridges and approach roads. Unfortunately, progress has been slow, particularly due to the
right,
political instability in Myanmar. As of August 2023, the 11,177 crore Kalewa Yagi project was less than
right.
50% complete. And many sites for the bridge upgrades are yet to be handled or handed over to the authorities. So this is what the
Right.
overview we can observe for India.
Like this is a very major project. So what kind of things are involved and what are the key engineering aspects you can discuss in this?
Okay. So as I told you, it's a big project, and
Right,
in my introduction to that particular topic, I explained that the starting point
right,
of
right.
that project is
More,
Moreh in Manipur, India, and the end point
right,
is Mae Sot in Thailand. And the
right,
intermediate stop in between that work is Tamu, Kalewa, and Mandalay in Myanmar. The
Right.
road type, the pavement, the bridges and culverts, I can tell about that. Road is generally two-lane highway, and with some
Right.
sections been upgraded to four-lane as well. And the pavement, we'll see that a mix of asphalt and concrete, depending on the terrain and expected load. The bridges,
Right.
culverts have some intersection or intervention between the road projects. So that also is provided in between wherever required. The
Okay.
terrain of that area is generally it's a mix of flat plains. Hilly areas and forest regions are also involved in the design of that particular project. So this requires careful engineering to address various challenges such as landslides, soil erosions, and water logging.
Right.
So for that purpose, we need to have a geotechnical engineering aspect in that. So extensive geotechnical studies were conducted to ensure stability and durability. Techniques such as soil stabilization, retaining wall, and proper drainage systems are also employed in the project. As far as the environment and the social considerations are concerned, the project includes measures to mitigate environmental impacts such as wildlife crossings, erosion control, and reforestation efforts wherever necessary. Because the project should not hamper environment to
Right.
large extent. Okay. The social issue we can say that the resettlement and compensation plans to the people who are affecting are in place. So we can have that provision as well. As far as the construction process is concerned, in India, the Indian government undertook upgrading and widening the highway from Moreh to Tamil at the India-Myanmar border. In Myanmar, the segment required significant rehabilitation and upgrading. So key projects
Right.
included upgrading the Kalewa-Yagi road section, the construction of 69 bridges along the Tamu Kalewa stretch, and enhancing the Kalewa Monyor section. So these are the Myanmar part of the project. And in Thailand area,
Myanmar.
the
Right.
route from Mae to Mae Sot in Thailand is already well developed,
Right.
requiring minimum additional work. So this is what the construction activities which are available. As far as the crossing of border between the countries is concerned, there are different
Right.
customs and immigration facilities as well. So modern customs and immigration posts are being developed at the border points to streamline the movement of goods and people. The security and monitoring for that purpose gives the cross-border nature. So security and monitoring systems are installed to ensure safe transit across all the segments of the highway, so that the work can be continued without any disturbance or without any cross-border allegations. The
Allegations. Right.
technological integration in that particular work is also being incorporated, like as far as the conventional techniques which are used for construction. In this project, the smart techniques are also used. So integration of ICT, that is information and
Right.
communication technology, for traffic management, for toll collection and emergency
Right.
response system. So these are the smart techniques which are also being in plan for that particular project. And in maintenance, the regular maintenance schedules are planned with facilities for roadside assistance and repair to ensure the highway remains in good condition. Because when the highway remains in good condition, we'll have the service as per the plans which are for which the highway is designed.
Can you explain what is the mix of asphalt and concrete makes any difference to the terrain? Like, is it because of the terrain we choose these materials, depending on the terrain, whether it's a plain or a highway or a forest land, or how do you decide what kind of, you know, concrete or asphalt are you going to use in?
Actually, asphalt roads are nothing but bituminous roads, which are
Okay.
constructed with the help of water-bound macadam techniques and with the help of bitumen. So they are prone for temperature changes, thermal changes, and all. And as far as concrete
Right.
pavements are concerned, concrete pavements are made up of this mixture of cement, sand, and aggregate, which is which perform as good as the concrete works which are in buildings and this. So there are less damage
Okay.
to the concrete pavements as compared to the bituminous or asphalt pavements. There is a possibility of transport and all. At that place, concrete pavements are obviously recommended
Right.
because it has life span also, and as compared to asphalt or bituminous pavement, the uh, efficiency, speed on the road for the vehicle, that also has some increased or improved performance on concrete surfaces as compared to bituminous. So, but depending on the site condition and the availability of material on site, we can have the different types of pavement surfaces.
Right. Okay. So you also mentioned, sir, that integration of ICT, information and communication technology. Can you give us more idea about what it is? Information communication for traffic management, toll collection.
In any construction activity or in any construction project, especially for roads, the major issue is traffic. So for traffic
Right.
management system, we can have the manual management system which can be handled by the policemen who are working on the
Right.
different intersections and crossings. But there are some limitations to the people handling the traffic and the smart sensors or traffic control system handling the traffic. So in the information and communication technology, the toll collection, emergency response system, the signaling system, depending on the emergency area, the red, green signals can be uh, handled by the operators. So this is how the ICT tools can be incorporated so that the movement of the people will be done without any disturbance or delays in their day-to-day activities.
Right. And these are done by the engineers itself, or they'll do it later. The engineers have to implement all these things into
Yes,
the
yes,
project.
obviously.
Okay.
It's
So
a
after the
interdisciplinary area in which
right,
the IT sector, some electronic people, and some civil engineering information should be provided to them so that they will design the ICT tool according to the requirements of the area and according to the requirements of the users using that service. So
right,
India views these infrastructure projects as critical to its neighborhood first and act its policies. The Trilateral Highway and the Kaladam Multimodal Transit Transport Project, which includes the
right.
development of Sitwe Port and key to connecting India with Southeast Asian markets.
Southeast Asian markets, right,
These projects also aim to boost the economic development of India's northeastern states by improving connectivity and trade routes. This is how the
right.
project and its entire structure, I know as
Takes
far as my
place.
knowledge is concerned.
Right. And that's very interesting because there are a lot of new technologies, like you said, integration of ICT, information communication technology,
Yes, yes,
toll collection, emergency responses for any kind of, mishaps happening on the highway. So it is going to be very advanced, is what I've understood by you. It's a very advanced project, which will take a lot of time also.
yes,
And due
it
to
is
some
time
political issues in Myanmar, it's kind of delaying also because of that. But I also wanted to know how has the situation in Myanmar like specifically impacted these projects?
Yes, actually, because of all these activities, the cross-border activities and services we provided, there are many things in to be considered. But as far as the instability in Myanmar, it has severely hampered the progress. Since the military coup in February 2021,
Right,
the country has been engulfed in conflicts. Moreover,
right,
COVID-19
right,
initially delayed the projects, and now the ongoing civil distress has further stalled them. So these are some issues in Myanmar. So that specifically impacted the project.
all right. Given the current challenges in Myanmar, what are the implications for infrastructure engineers working on these projects? Can you shed some light on that?
Yes, yes. Actually, there are different challenges for the people working on the project. So
Right,
the engineers working on project in unstable region must navigate significant challenges. So including safety concerns, supply chain disruptions, and political uncertainties. So in these cases, what
right,
happens? Sometimes the material supply to the site is delayed, or due to some accidents on sites, there are some safety concerns are also there. So, however,
right,
this situation also offers unique opportunities to develop resilience and adaptability. So, engineers may gain experience in crisis management and innovative problem solving, which are valuable skills in any context. So, as far as a big project is concerned, these facilities are already planned, but there are some natural
right,
disturbances. There are some technical difficulties in delivering the particular material to the particular site. So
Right,
that
right.
should be taken into consideration, and that challenges can be converted into opportunities by the engineers.
By the engineers, right. So what advice would you give to students and young professionals interested in pursuing a career in infrastructure engineering, especially in challenging environments as such, where, you know, as you just
Yes.
discussed,
Actually, up till now, as we have discussed, that the sector is very good, very challenging for the people, and
challenging, yeah,
learning experience also will be good
right,
if if the students are really taking care, taking interest in that particular field. So, my advice is to seek as much practical experiences as possible through internship and project-based learning. Students should stay updated with the latest industry trends and technology the advancement. The networking with professionals and joining engineering associations can also open door to their career opportunities. So if some engineering
right.
associations are working on a big project, they will call you as you are a member of that association so that you can physically visit the place and observe what exactly are the activities are going on the site. And it also important to develop a mindset that embraces challenges and sees them as opportunities for growth.
Awesome. Our next segment, which is sustainability and future prospects. So,
Yes.
can you shed some light that sustainability is a key consideration in any modern infrastructure projects? You
Yes.
said that it has to sustain for a very long time for it to benefit a lot of people in the future as well. So, how can infrastructure engineers contribute to sustainability goals as per you? Can you discuss that?
Yes, yes. In our previous discussion also, we
Right,
talked about the environmental considerations and all. So obviously, the sustainable, the term indicates the long-lasting or long performance, durability of that particular item. So infrastructure
right,
engineers can design energy efficient systems, use environmentally friendly materials, and implement green construction practices. So for the IMT highway, this could involve planning routes and minimizing environmental impacts using renewable energy sources and ensuring efficient waste management also in that particular project. So the main focus on any project is waste management. So whatever waste
right,
is being produced on that particular site should be dumped or disposed to a particular waste treatment site so that it can be
right.
reused or it can be dumped at the places where needed for fillings of that particular pavements and embankments. So by focusing
In
on sustainable
maintenance. Okay.
designs, engineers help create the infrastructure that supports long-term environment and economic health. So generally, in every civil engineering project, it is taken into consideration that the project should get the environmental clearance certificates from the local bodies.
Right,
So obviously, it is mandatory for all the designers, all the project engineers to follow the guidelines given by that local authority in the view of construction activities or in view of environmental degradation. So whether they are cutting trees or whether they are causing any harm to environment, so they should provide solutions to that so that the damage they are doing to the environment should be recovered somewhere else. So that is how
right.
the environmental sustainability can be obtained in the infrastructure projects.
Great. And what are the future prospects for engineering students in India and globally, considering the current trends in infrastructure engineering?
Yes, yes. Actually, this is a good question.
Right,
Infrastructure engineering is now a growing area, and as India is a
right,
developing country, so there is a lot of scope in the development of infrastructure facilities. The future of infrastructure engineering looks promising, with a growing focus on sustainable and smart infrastructure in India. So, in India, initiatives like Smart Cities Mission and the continued development of transport network creating vast opportunities. So
right,
globally, there is a push for infrastructure that can withstand climate changes and support urbanization. And engineers who can integrate technology and sustainability into their design will be in high demand. Because, as I said, technology must be there in any design. And if the people are using
right.
smart technologies in their work, actually, obviously there will be some speedier works and completion of project in time. So no delays will be there in the project. So future of infrastructure engineering is good. So students should opt for it and learn what exactly we can contribute for the development of the nation with the help of some infrastructure projects.
Great. All right, that was a very good answer, and you explained it pretty well. Also, I will go ahead with the next segment, which is the careers in infrastructure engineering. It's kind of related. So let's shift gear and talk about the career opportunities that projects like this one, the IMT Highway, which we just discussed
Yes,
with you.
yes.
Can you explain what infrastructure engineering is and what career paths are available in such a big project? Like, can you break it down for a student that what kind of work they can do in this?
Yes, yes.
Like,
As I
what are
said,
the different departments? Yeah,
yes, yes. As I explained in the previous question regarding the future of the infrastructure engineering and all. So that also
right,
talks about the career opportunities in infrastructure engineering as well. So infrastructure
right,
engineering encompasses the planning, design, construction and maintenance of essential systems like roads, bridges, tunnels, and water supply networks also. So the career path includes civil engineering people, structural engineering people, transportation engineers, urban planners,
oh,
and project managers. So these are the job roles which can be available after pursuing your undergraduate courses in civil engineering and your
right,
masters in specialization courses. If you are interested in infrastructure engineering work, so you can go for urban planning, you can go for infrastructure engineering masters. So these are the different career path or job roles available in the market in Indian conditions. So when you are opting for infrastructure engineering as a career option, you should think about working as a planner in the form of road designs, in the form of bridge, in the form of structural engineers. So where you can contribute as a civil engineer or as an infrastructure engineer so that the project will be, as explained in the previous question also, it should be sustainable project and long
right.
lasting for the better results and the objectives which are designed for the project at the start should be accomplished to greater extent. So
Great.
the career opportunities are good in this particular sector.
Good in this. Absolutely, because there are a lot
Yes,
of projects, upcoming projects as well, which
yes,
are
yes.
mega projects uh, taking place in India and also abroad.
As
Like
I
it's a
mentioned, India is a developing country.
India and
The
around India also. We
process.
are kind of developing countries around us. Also, there are countries which are developing and taking help. And because I was reading, we Mauritius or I think somewhere we designed L&T or somebody designed a train facility from them. Not Mauritius, Singapore, I think
Okay.
somewhere. So international projects also done by Indian companies and Indian engineers is what I was getting at.
Yes,
So
yes,
getting those expertise and infrastructure engineering is very important. It not only helps you work in locally, but also it gets you. These skills are global skills as well, right? So you can go
yes, yes.
international and can work for these uh, companies who are in major projects.
Many
That's
opportunities
awesome.
are there in the
Many
sector
opportunities are there in this, right?
because it is not limited to only civil engineering. It's
Only,
actually
right?
talking about services to the people in that particular area. So all the
Area,
infrastructure projects are categorized under the services to the people
right?
because roads are
Right,
also servicing people, dams are also servicing. So these are the projects which are servicing directly to the people. So that's why
right.
there is a lot of scope.
Even for personal uses like home development and houses and a lot of
Yes,
things are there in cities. Okay.
actually, I have also heard about the project smart cities like self-sustained cities. We can call it self-sustained. So they are not dependent on the services provided by the local municipal corporations like water supply,
Right,
like electricity, like different energy requirements of the building, solar powers and all. So their buildings, the city is self-sustained. So they are calling it a smart city as well as and green city as well because
right,
the services which are required for our day-to-day activities like light, water, hot water, cold water, purified water, or water for gardening and all. So all these requirements of the day-to-day activities are fulfilled by the city itself. So they are not dependent on the services provided by the
outside.
municipal authorities. So they have all
Okay.
the natural energy giving appliances or these technologies like solar power, like rainwater harvesting. So all these are in place, and the smart cities are also the upcoming projects. So these are also the extra opportunities available for the students.
I think automation and high-speed internet will be implemented in these cities. Maybe self-driving cars is also a part of
Yes, yes,
this
yes. That
infrastructure.
is also
Maybe
a big project in the road transport. But in
road
India,
transfer. Yeah,
actually, there are many constraints for that driverless vehicles and all. So it's
right.
in study. The study is going on on those projects. So hopefully we'll see it in market in coming years. But
But you,
it's a
how
trend.
many things do you think is it going to be sooner or it will take time? Maybe 10 years, five,
It
ten
will
years,
take
maybe.
some time
That
because
technology, self-driving,
yes, it will
it
take
will
some
take some
time
time, right?
because there are many constraints and studies and research are going on the different aspects of driverless vehicles. So that will come as the time passes.
Not recently. It will be like maybe 5, 10 years.
Yeah,
You must have heard about Amazon self-delivery where robots are delivering it to your houses. I think this is what the idea of a smart city could be, where deliveries will come on your terrace and things like that. Maybe
yes,
self-driving
yes.
cars.
Uh,
Okay,
that
very
that is a
awesome.
different subject for the
Absolutely,
that involves drones and all. So it
drones
goes
and
beyond our infrastructure and
self-driving.
yes.
Right. Okay, awesome. So we can do that in another podcast. I will go ahead with this one. I have another question for you, sir. How do large-scale projects like IMT contribute to job creation, like both during and after the construction? What do you think kind of jobs will be available?
Uh, Large scale project, obviously, as we discussed till now, the large
Right,
scale projects create numerous jobs during the construction phase, including roles for engineers, architects, construction workers, and project managers. So,
right,
as I said, if you are a master in structural engineering, you will obviously get a structural engineering role in that particular area. If you are a master in infrastructure engineering, you will get role of planner, you will get the role of designer of the road payments and all. So, project manager
right,
has that responsibility of handling the team also. So, manager roles are also taking place. So, after construction, these projects generate ongoing employment opportunities in maintenance, operation, and management and the improved infrastructure also stimulates local economies by
right.
attracting business and obviously tourism, which will help in
Yeah,
creating more jobs. As people will visit your country, people will visit your
right,
project, so you can
right,
have income from that particular tourism business also. So these are
right.
how
Which a
the
hi- right.
yes, yes,
Because it's a big highway, you said that, so it's going to be have restaurants on the way, maybe places to live, these kind of jobs. But while making it's a large scale project, there will be a lot of people involved, like engineers, architects, construction workers,
yes, yes,
and more and more technical people who are into infrastructure engineering, plus the major minds who are operations management. So it's a pool of talent which is come together in such a big project, I guess. There is not one
yes, yes.
person.
Many
You can say
type of
many
job roles are there. So
jobs
expertise
are
in
there,
different
right?
areas is required because one single person
Right,
cannot do all the tasks by his own.
right,
So
right.
for different activities, different job roles, the roles are
Different
defined, and for that
specialities, right?
roles, your specialization, your study must be there so that you can give your best.
Awesome. And after the project, obviously tourism and other things will come in place. People will start making restaurants, hotels on the way,
Yes,
uh,
yes,
the jobs at the tolling booths and all that.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
awesome. Okay, so this is all was our podcast, and I'll just have few questions for you. These are some questions asked by our listeners. Okay, so what skills and qualifications are necessary for someone interested in this field?
Yes, yes. It's a good question because if you are interested in this field, infrastructure engineering, so obviously, if you are planning for masters and all, you must be having your undergraduate degree in civil engineering, which will help
Right,
you for your knowledge related to civil engineering. But along with that, a strong foundation in mathematics and physics is crucial. Most
Right.
positions require a bachelor degree in civil engineering or related field, with advanced roles often requiring a master degree or specialized certification. So skills in project management, problem solving, and proficiency with engineering softwares are also essential. So gaining practical experiences through internship or cooperative education program can be very beneficial. So if some
Beneficial.
projects are asking you for specialization after your undergraduate courses, so you can opt for that particular specializations and you can get
Right.
ready for your job role. So these different skills and in the previous discussion also we talked about different job roles. So your expertise must be there so that you can get your maximum output for that particular project.
So one of
So
our comment is how can I get involved in international projects like IMT Highway as an early career engineer?
yes, yes. Actually, it's a good question. It is difficult to get direct access to such projects if you are as an individual or as a student. If you are working, if you are studying somewhere. So to get involved in such internship projects, you can start by gaining experience with large-scale projects domestically. Seek opportunities with multinational companies or organizations that have global operations.
Over
So
operations, right?
networking and building a professional profiles on platform like LinkedIn can also help you connect with potential employers. Additionally, being open to relocation and learning new languages can make you more attractive candidate for international roles. Because direct exposure to the
Right.
big project cannot be entertained by people who are the authorities there, because there are risks involved in employing a new trainee engineer in that particular project. So experienced people
Absolutely.
having some information related to that project are preferred in that particular domain. So you can follow these instructions provided by me so that you can at least be compatible for the job roles which they have decided on their platforms, on their projects.
On the projects. Awesome. Okay, so another comment with a question is like, what are the key challenges in maintaining infrastructure in politically unstable regions? He's asking about the Myanmar and political. What are the key challenges in maintaining infrastructure over there?
Yes, yes, that is also a major concern. Actually, it's a good question. Political
Hmm.
interventions are there are many things which are involved. Apart from
Right,
structural, apart from technical difficulties, there are some political influences also in different areas. So
right,
maintaining infrastructure in stable regions involve dealing with security risk, potential damage from conflicts and difficulties in coordinating with the local authorities, because sometimes the permissions were granted by the earlier governments, but the government has changed and that permissions you have to take it again. So there are some
right.
unstable political things are there, so you have to follow their paths as per the changes in their authorities. So engineers must be prepared to adapt quickly, ensure the safety of workers, and find innovative solutions to keep projects on track despite of these challenges. So as we are aware that we need to have local authorities coming into play a crucial role for our sanctions, for our activities, monitoring and all. So we need to take care that they have all the information about our project and we have all the permissions, required permissions from them. So the continuous risk assessment and developing strong relationship with the local stakeholders are crucial in such projects.
Right. Awesome. All right, this has been a great insight. I'll just quickly conclude this. Thank you very much, Arjun sir, for sharing your insights on the career opportunities in infrastructure engineering and the current challenges faced by the IMT Highway project. It's clear that this field not only offers a dynamic career path but also plays a vital role in shaping our
Thank
future,
you
as
for
mentioned
having
earlier.
me, Samar. Actually, I will have some closing remarks on whatever we have discussed till now. Actually, infrastructure engineering is a rewarding career that combines technical skills with the opportunity to make a tangible difference in our communities and the environment. I encourage
Right,
all the aspiring engineers to pursue their passions and contribute to building a better world. As I have stated in the previous answers also, that if you are interested in a particular field, go for it and get your expertise in that particular field so that you will help the community and you will help at your best in that particular project. So gain knowledge in that field and work on the site. That's a great input to the nation from your side as well.
Absolutely, sir. You are 100% correct about this. And all right, so and we thank all our viewers for tuning in till last to our exclusive podcast with Arjun sir today. We hope you enjoyed today's episode as we prepare for our next engaging discussion. Meanwhile, please subscribe to this channel, hit the like button to make sure you are notified once we publish our next video. And we'd love to hear your thoughts and suggestions for your future topics. So please comment on this video and visit to our website. The website link will be given to you in the description. And follow us on LinkedIn, Instagram, and X. All these links will be given in the description of this video. So if you have any questions for our guest today, for Mr. Arjun, so please comment below for us to address them in our next podcast with him. So we'll be on a next podcast with Dr. Arjun, where we will share and ask any questions you have regarding him, regarding infrastructure engineering, or regarding the MTech programs, or any sorts of civil engineering, engineering to renewable engineering projects. So you can put down these questions for him, any technical questions, and we will make sure that we address these questions in our next podcast with him. Additionally, if there are any specific areas or industries you'd like to delve deeper into, such as artificial intelligence, renewable energy, space exploration, emerging trends in business and entrepreneurship, let us know. Your feedback helps us tailor our content to meet your interest and curiosity. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay updated on the latest episodes filled with insightful discussions and thought-provoking insights. See you next time for another captivating episode of ADYPU's Nuvo's Ingenious Minds podcast. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.